this. I already shut that off. Okay, I hope this is working. It's giving me this message that I shouldn't be getting, that I want to get rid of. I shut this off, and now it's telling me I have to connect another platform. So I don't know if it's... Oh, thank you, Brady, for getting the #1 gifter badge. You people are so cool. You're all here, and I haven't even started, and I'm just like having technical... Oh, this will be a good test. This will test it out. Yes, it's working. Okay. So I am actually live all over the place. All right. Glad to know that. So, yes, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. Oh, and thank you for liking the live. And Shelby, thank you so much. And Taylor, thank you so much. I am Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here to do original songs for you. She who? Oh, Tia, thank you so much. I think, oh, Secret Society, hey, you're here. I'm doing great. I'm just getting started. You know, I remember last time you requested Dumb and Dumber, and since I'm just getting started, I haven't done it yet. Oh, and thank you, Shelby, for the follow. Yes, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to follow me. For those of you just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. And this is kind of annoying. I can't see my screen because it put this message up here that I don't want. I already told it to ignore this, but it's insisting on not ignoring it. Oh, great. Now I just messed up everything. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Meg, for getting the #1 gifter badge. And thank you for the rose, Toby. And question marks. Thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate the love, everybody. So, if Secret Society wants me to do Dumber, I was actually planning on starting with another song. Let me start with the other song. And then if Secret Society requests it, I will do Dumb and Dumber. So this is a song I put out last August. By the way, is the light, my light, is that good lighting? Is it too bright or is it not bright enough? Oh, and thank you, Katie, for the #3 gifter badge. You received the #3 gifter badge. Okay, so I'm going to do this song. I'm doing original songs for you. This is one I put out last August. It's a love song. All the greatest paintings ever made, pale next to your angel face. Your heaven's greatest work of art, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. A night sky brushed with a silvery glow. Hey, Jonathan, you and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, 'cause you've taught me what it means to love. I'm the happiest man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. As I look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again, the sun is gonna rise, this picture-perfect night will end, but this love of ours will never die. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Thank you so much, Mia, for 2 roses and then 9 more. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Hugh Dame, you don't think it's the best. Oh well, maybe it's the second best. That's maybe good enough. Oh, Taylor, thank you so much for, let's see, what are you sending me? 10 more. Oh, it's still counting. Squirrels, 15 squirrels. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson, by the way. For those of you just joining, I'm doing original songs. Yes, I wrote that song, and I wrote all the songs that I'm going to be doing. Well, I may, you know, I can occasionally be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover, because I'm such a huge Deadhead. But mostly I'm doing original songs. Oh, Mia, thank you for the GG. So, Secret Society, you still here? Oh, and thank you so much, Shy Guy, for the follow. And yes, please, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to follow, subscribe, whatever it's called on wherever you are. Hit that follow button or subscribe button. And, oh, and thank you, Taylor, for the heart me. You are now on the team. Thank you so much. And yes, share the live. Don't forget to like, share, and leave nice comments. If you say something really nice to me, I very well might pin your comment. Okay, well, the Secret Society has not specifically requested Dumb and Dumber, but I don't know he or she actually. Oh yeah, happy Easter. Thank you, Taylor. You too. Oh yes, okay, there he is. Now he's asking for Dumb and Dumber. I don't know, Secret Society is a he or she actually, but they are asking for Dumb and Dumber. And I promised on Thursday that if you came today, I would do it for you. And so I will do that. I will keep my promise. So this song I actually wrote 31 years ago. Oh, thank you so much for the hand heart. Who sent that? Taylor. Thank you for hand hearts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. So I wrote the song 31 years ago when the movie Dumb and Dumber was actually out. Oh, thank you, Carbon. So this is a, if there's such a thing as a fun breakup song, this is it. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, 'cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad, then messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I would start raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. And now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. Thank you so much, Grace. I'm pinning your comment because you said something nice. Thank you so much. And let's see, somebody followed. Who followed me? Somebody, Josephine, thank you so much for the follow. And McLovin, thank you so much for the follow. And Emma, thank you so much for the nice comment. Oh, I can pin your comment as soon as the other comment is done being pinned, I think. Oh, Secret Society, thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said, I wrote that 30 years ago, and actually that song opened a lot of doors for me. It was close to becoming my big break, but that's the music business. You know, I kind of have a song about, well, I'm going to do this song. It's not quite about the music business. It's kind of my story of my adult life. Actually, it is kind of about it's kind of about the music business. You know, so when I was like 32 years old, I guess, 33, I packed up everything. I sold off everything I had, packed up and went to California to try to make it as a songwriter. But then I started writing country songs. I started commuting to Nashville pretty regularly. But I spent like a couple of decades trying to make it as a songwriter. I had so many close breaks, but you know, things almost happen and then they don't happen. Turkey neck. What about chicken neck? So then, you know, but the first thing that happened when I got to California is I met a woman and we ended up getting married and raising a family. And oh, thank you so much, Ryan, for the follow. And also Jess for the follow. Thank you so much. Anyway, you know, our kids we raised a family, our kids grew up. They both got accepted to colleges back east. So we decided to sell off everything again, pack up, and drive back the other way. And as I was crossing the California state line, it seemed like it never happened, except, you know, I had my wife still. Everything else seemed like it never happened. So I literally wrote the song in the car, and I had to remember it. I had to repeat it over and over again so I wouldn't forget it until I had a chance to pull over and write it down. I still can see that welcome sign in the desert on I-10. The maze of streets that greeted me when I arrived back then. I was gonna make it big when I first hit LA. Now I'm an older nobody driving back the other way. People came and disappeared like I imagined all those years. There is no California, no sunny skies to warm you, no starry-eyed dreams come true like I went there for. It must have once existed, somehow I must have missed it, but there is no California anymore. Was barely there a week first time I looked into your eyes. Through every dead-end street I hit, you stood there by my side. all the no's and maybes, all the big shot bullspit talk, to yes, we've got a deal, and then they don't return my calls. Facing east behind the wheel, please don't blame me if I feel there is no California, no sunny skies to warm you, no starry-eyed dreams come true like I went there for. It must have once existed, somehow I must have missed it, but there is no California anymore. Expectations turn to vapor. I came out with something greater. You're still here, and I can love you anywhere. So I don't really care that there is no California, no sunny skies to warm you, no starry-eyed dreams come true like I went there for. It must have once existed, somehow I must have missed it, but there is no California anymore. No, there is no California anymore. Oh, all these new messages are not scrolling. Oh, thank you, Ryan, becoming the number 7 member on the team. So that means you gave a heart me. Thank you so much. And a rose. Thank you so much. And oh, I can't read your name. It's emojis, but thank you for the follow. Everybody who's following. And if you are enjoying my life, please don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe, depending on where you are. I listened to a band called the Dead Pretties. Well, you know, I'm a big fan of a band with that word in their title. I'm a Deadhead, which means I'm a fan of the Grateful Dead. I've never heard of the Dead Pretties, but okay. But I can't listen now because I'm, you know, busy sharing my original songs. By the way, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. For those of you joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. So yes, I wrote oh, Kaylee, thank you for the follow. I don't know about follow the Lord, but follow me if you're not following me already. So, you know, I have a brand new song. I don't know if I should play it now or I should wait. Oh, thank you, Emma. I will pin your comment because you're so awesome. Okay, well, but they split. Okay, well, sorry to hear that. So, should I do my new song? Everybody wants to hear a new song, right? You know, actually, when people go see bands in concert, they usually don't want to hear new songs. They want to hear like the old favorites. But I always like doing my new ones. All right, so I'm going to do my new one. I hope I remember how it goes. I'm still learning it. I got to get the tempo right. Oh, thank you, Taylor, for the team bracelet. Thank you so much. How does it go? I got to remember how it goes. You keep giving me advice that I never asked for, like you're a self-appointed one-man task force whose job it is to save me from myself, as if I really need that kind of help. I want a friend critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. When I talk to you, I tiptoe over eggshells. I'm afraid the truth might damage your inflated brain cells. You'll never be the angel you pretend to be. You're projecting your own bullspit onto me. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. Goodbye can be a hard and lonely thing. But now I got a song I get to sing. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. This is my so long song. I'm singing my so long song. So let me know what you think of that. That is brand new. That's the first time I've ever performed this. I am Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. Oh, and thank you so much. Question marks for the rose. Another rose. Thank you so much. And Claire, oh, thank you for the virtual celebration. Thank you so much, Secret Society. I'm glad you liked that song. I'm pinning your comment. Okay. Let's see. What should we do next? You know, I just sang 2 songs in a row that have a word that I have to censor out, you know. I have to say bullspit instead of the actual word because I don't want to violate community standards. Oh, hey, Angel, happy Easter to you too. So as long as I'm doing songs with explicit words that I have to sing alternate words for, why not do one more of those? So you'll know this one's not bullspit, but it's similar. It rhymes with Twitter. It's in the second line. You'll know which word it is that I'm censoring out. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Antisocial. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Chrissy, we gotta pray for Chrissy's aunt and uncle tonight. I'm not sure why, but we have to pray for them. And thank you, question marks, for sharing the live. So you know what? I'm gonna do another message song. So, you know, I've been writing a lot of songs on this topic because, you know, this country is being torn apart, and the big reason is we can't even agree on what's true and what's not true. There's so much misinformation going out there, and both sides think that the other side is brainwashed, and they're absolutely positive about it. So I wrote this song. If I can find it. If I can find this song, I will. And this is actually going to be a single. I'm going to release this song. I haven't set the release date yet. I'm still waiting for the cover art to be put together, but. Oh, hold on. Okay. They said it, you heard it on cable news. You read it somewhere in a social media post. You saw it recorded in a YouTube video, repeated again by your favorite podcast host. The way I heard the story is much different. I'm wondering, since we both have strong opinions, how do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's fooling us when so much is at stake? Have we both made certain to verify the facts and really looked into how credible is the source? And have we considered who profits from the hate and division of the information war? Anyone can fall for the deception. I'm asking you and me the same questions. How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's using us when so much is at stake? How often do we listen to the other side? If evidence were given, would we change our minds? How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? So much is at stake. So much is at stake. Hey, UG. Happy silver? Happy silver. AG is silver. Happy Easter. And everybody, for those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I am doing original songs for you. Devin Townsend, I don't know who that is. Any relation to Pete? I used to love The Who. I used to listen to The Who a lot. Until their, well, I loved, you know, they had 3 albums that I used to listen to all the time. Tommy, then Who's Next, and Quadrophenia. Then the next album they came out with, I remember I bought it at the record store. We used to have record stores. You could actually return records because they were vinyl, and nobody had tape recorders yet. People couldn't record records, so you buy the record. I actually returned it. It was called Who Are You? And I returned it. Do I really? Well, I haven't had a cheese. When was the last time I had a cheeseburger? Actually, I just weighed myself yesterday. According to the scale, I lost like 5 pounds. I have a hard time believing it, but so I'm not sure why you're saying that, but whatever. Hey, Scarlett, thank you for liking the live. How many likes do we have? We got 11,000. Let's get up to 20,000. At least 20,000. Let's be ambitious and go for even more than 20,000. And don't forget to hit that follow button if you're enjoying my live, or the subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. Okay. I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. Did I say that already? Well, I'm saying it a lot because people are joining and they may not know who I am. And what I'm doing original songs. I'm a songwriter. I've been writing songs since I wrote my first one in 1983. Actually, as a matter of fact, you know, most of the songwriters I know are very ashamed. Oh, and thank you for the like. And Elise, Alex, welcome. Welcome. Zoe, hey. Julie, Elise, thank you for liking the live. And don't forget to hit the follow button. I'm Seth Hilary Jackson doing original songs. And so last year, I wrote my first song all the way back in 1983. And last year, I found this recording. You remember me, all right. I'm glad that I'm memorable. And what am I saying? Yeah, so I found this recording and I thought, well, this song is still relatable. So I released it as a single last year. So if you've been watching my videos, you know, I've been telling kind of my life story, which really started out to be the story of my music career, but I kind of got sidetracked and I started, all right, I might as well tell, like, you know, how I got to where You're a kid? You're kidding! So, good, I'm glad you like songs. I hope you like my songs. I hope you like the first. I'm going to play, I don't know, that's a weird thing to say. But, so I wrote my first song in 1983. And I'm actually proud enough of this song that I released it as a single. So I wrote this, I was a business student. I was studying for my MBA. So if you've been watching my videos, I've been telling this story. I just got up to this part also. I was in business school and I was there for all the wrong reasons. And the second year business school was all about the job search, the job search, the job search. So when I finally decided I was going to try my hand at songwriting, the first question was, what am I going to write about? And of course, it had to be that. So here's the very first song. Hey bot. Are you a bot or are you a real person? So here's the first song I ever wrote. I wrote this 50 years ago, more than 50 years. No, 50? 19, yeah, I guess it is. Am I that old? Oh, wait a second. I packed my bags and I went off to school. It cost a lot of money, but I am no fool, 'cause everybody knows that you need an education to find a good career and wealth accumulation. Now I'm graduating and I'm looking for work. Nobody wants to hire me, I feel like a jerk. I'm looking and I'm searching, all I get is bad news. I tell you what it is, I got the job search blues. I show up for the interview, I walk up to the desk. I give my name, receptionist types it in and says, the boss will be here shortly, make yourself at home. Relax and have a seat while I call him on the phone. Instead I'm getting nervous, the tension it's a mountain. My palms are getting sweaty and my pulse rate it's a counting. I'm looking for rewards but I'm paying my dues. for another round of job search blues. A man comes down the hall, he shakes my hand. I hope he likes my grip, I hope he likes the way I stand. We go up to his office, I sit down in a chair, answer a few questions, then he gives me a stare. He says, I'm sorry, but you're not the one we're looking for. It's been nice meeting you, let me show you to the door. I don't know what went wrong, I'm still looking for clues. There's just no escaping from the job search blues. I get back home and there's a letter for me. The envelope said that it's from the company I spoke to last week, and I thought I had a chance, so I opened it up. It said, Dear applicant, we enjoyed meeting you. Thanks for taking the time to come here and see us. We think that you're fine. It's just that, well, you see, there's a lot of competition, and we've hired someone else to fill the position. I fold the letter up, I add it to the pile with all the other dings I've been saving all the while. I think about my friends who were making 50 grand, but I'm a-sitting here without an offer in hand. I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites to find some more positions to which I can apply. But something deep inside me says I won't be amused. I expect another dose of the job search blues. Yeah, I don't have the hair, you know, otherwise I might look like that guy. Usually people say Jim Carrey, but I have heard the, what's his name? Christopher Lloyd. I've heard that a few times. Thank you, Allie, for liking the live. Everybody, please, if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to like, share, and hit that follow button. The all-important follow button. And set your notifications so you'll know when I'm live. But actually, I have finally, after hesitating to do this because of my long COVID. I have long COVID and chronic fatigue. So I have hesitated to set a fixed schedule. But I finally decided, what the heck. I have been keeping to a schedule of Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10. And I usually sometimes go over. I usually go over. So at least from 9 to 10. I often stop playing songs by around 10 because of the fatigue. But after I stop playing songs, I like to hang around and chat and tell silly stories. Or not silly stories. Interesting stories, hopefully. So I've been doing a lot of songs. I should slow down. Hey, Jelly Bean! I haven't seen Star Trek 3? I guess I did see Star Trek 3. I don't remember which one that is. 2 is The Wrath of Khan. I don't remember what 3 is. 4 was, I really liked 4. 4 was kind of funny if I remember. And I think I liked 7. The first Star Trek movie, you know, I saw it in the theaters when it was first released, and it really dragged. But then then they re-released it, and they edited out a lot of the dead weight, and it was much better after they edited it. But the original release was just... Oh, that's such a shame. Thank you, Rain, for liking the live. And thank you, Allie and Rain and the other name. It flashes off the screen so quickly I can't. Let's see, maybe I can see it here. And Allie, thank you for sharing the live. Oh, you know what? I should try to put a sticker on here. Can I do this? Stickers. There's a music sticker I should be putting up there. Now, why is it not letting me? Oh. Oh, there it is. There's the music sticker. Okay, I got the music sticker. Okay, so now my live has been officially enhanced with a music sticker. Star Trek TMP. Yeah, be nice. I don't know what TMP is. Is that the original one? But yeah, the first movie was really dragged, but then they edited out all the dead weight, and so the version they released on video is much better. Oh, thank you, Rain. for the virtual love. And happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, I agree with Braden. So I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs. And Rain, thank you for liking the live. How many likes do we have? Oh, we're up to 16,000. Let's get to 20,000 before the hour is up. Oh, we got plenty of time. We should get to 20,000 in the next 5 minutes. Let's do that. And by the way, if you see my live goal, that is because you can support me. Of course, you don't have to use the live goal. You can, any contribution, but especially the live goal. This seems kind of silly to be saying this when I'm streaming through my phone, because I really have, for like a long time, my plan is to stream through my desktop computer. And, but recently the app stopped working on the one platform where most of you are. So now I have to stream through my phone to that platform, but I'm still saving up for a new webcam. So all the contributions I get are going to go towards that. And we're like 70% of the way there, unless they've changed. I haven't checked. Then maybe they raised the price. And then after that, I have some music production software I'm looking at that I want to. So all these contributions will go towards a good cause and helping me get you create better content for you. Better music. Oh, Ali, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Izzy, welcome. Welcome to those just joining. Again, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm still doing original songs for you, for those of you who are still here. Let's see, what should I do next? You know, there's a song, I don't know if I should, I guess I've done this song a few times. I wrote this song, you know, a couple of years ago. There was this thing that was trending, like the whole sprinkle thing, and then there was a response. The guys were sprinkling a drizzle, which is a sarcastic response, but the whole thing was like, it was so materialistic. You know, you don't date broke guys, and then it was like how to become a high value woman so you could attract high value men. I'm like, I mean, that whole concept is like people should be high value just intrinsically because people have intrinsic value. It's not like the more money you have, the higher your value. So I kind of wrote this song about this, and I haven't played it in a while, so I hope I remember how it goes. But I feel like this song's almost kind of out of date, but... Careful with her diet, she gets her exercise, she wears the hottest brand names, she's well accessorized, she's taking good advantage of his Ivy League degree. The Lexus that he bought her reflects his salary. She's a high value woman, he's a high value man, a pair of status magnets, taking all they can. Their dating stock has shot to the top, just the way they planned. She's a high value woman, he's a high value man. They sit across the table of a trendy restaurant. The wine that's most expensive is the bottle that she wants. He'll be ready to pick up the tab on his platinum card. It's a sound investment. She looks good on his arm. She's a high value woman, he's a high value man, a pair of status magnets, taking all they can. Their dating stock has shot to the top, just the way they planned. She's a high wallet, she's got the hotness. They both maximize their profit. She gets the green, he gets to be seen, till someone comes along with a better offer. They saw the stock skyrocket in the dating market, just the way they planned. She's a high-value woman, he's a high-value man. She's a high-value woman, he's a high-value man. So I don't know what you think of that song. Is that a song I should continue to perform in my lives, or should that be it? Let me. Oh, Nancy, how are you? Great to see you. Let me know what you think of that song. I don't know if you heard that whole song or not, but I don't know if that's like a song I should keep playing. I've only played it a few times. It feels like it was written for a trend that happened a couple of years ago, and I don't know if this high-value woman, high-value man is still a thing, or if the song still resonates. But yes, that is satire. Oh, you know what I have not done yet? I have not yet done my latest single. Who wants to hear my latest single? Yeah, you know, I'm not really, I'm trying to come up with a different line. Maybe because offer isn't a good enough rhyme. You want to hear my latest single? Okay, Secret Society, I'm so glad you're still here. Allie wants to hear my latest single. And Rain wants to hear my latest single. So some of you know the song as the shower song, because I literally wrote this when I was in the shower. In 5 minutes, I wrote the whole word. The goal was to write the simplest song I possibly could. So this is what I came up with. Just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new, the same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on, share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you. Santana is here. I do not surf. I surf the web. Is that even an expression anymore? Thank you so much. And you too. Happy Easter, Allie, and I'm pinning your comment. Oh, and thank you, Clara, for 5 ice cream cones. Thank you for the love. And then 2 more roses. Oh, and 3 heart puffs. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. And thank you for liking the live, Clara. For those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson doing original songs. If you're enjoying my live, don't forget to like, follow, hit that follow button or the subscribe button, whatever it's called on whatever platform you are on. Don't forget to do that because then you'll be following me and you'll know when I go, especially if you set your notifications, you'll know when I go live. Well, I lived in California for almost 30 years. Maybe that's why. But well, I guess I sort of lived near the beach. I lived probably only about 5 or 10 miles from the beach, but it was still like a 40-minute drive to get there with LA traffic, you know. I lived in Hollywood for a while. I moved to Hollywood because I was there for the music business. And there used to be 2 songwriting organizations that were based in Hollywood. Hey, Kentucky, how are you? Happy Easter. So there was, actually, there were actually 2 songwriter organizations in Hollywood. Oh no, 3, I'm sorry. 3, that's right. There was the Los Angeles Songwriters Showcase, there was the Songwriters Guild of America, and the Nashville Songwriters Association International, otherwise known as NSAI, which I ended up getting deeply involved with. And I actually became the Los Angeles Regional Coordinator for NSAI, which was and still is the world's largest songwriter trade organization. So, but I kind of got to LA sort of towards the very tail end of this golden age for songwriters. And that was especially the Los Angeles Songwriters Showcase. They had a meeting every Thursday night. And there would be publishers and producers there looking for songs. And you could pitch them songs. And so I thought I should, you know, I was in LA. Yeah, I know. Wow, it's right. But you know, so I actually went out to LA to begin with because when I decided I wanted to be a songwriter, I realized, you know, I was kind of still an amateur on the guitar. And, you know, I'd written songs, but I didn't really know much about, I'm sorry, I got to solve this puzzle to prove that I'm a person. There we go. So I knew how much I didn't know. So I thought, maybe I should find some place there I could study songwriting. So I went to the library and I found the Grove School of Music in Los Angeles, and I applied there and I got accepted. So I went to LA to attend the Grove School. And after I finally finished, so I knew a lot about songwriting. And you know, people in music school, they thought my songs were great. And I would go to these pitch sessions and I'd bring these songs that I was writing, and nobody ever took any of my songs. And you know, I'd go there and these other songwriters would get their songs taken, and I was always so envious. It's like, why are their songs getting taken and mine are never getting taken? Well, that changed after I joined NSAI, and I was also going to the Songwriters Guild of America had this weekly workshop every Monday night, and we'd go there. It was a 4-hour workshop, and we go there and give each other feedback on each other's songs. And after going to that for like a couple of years, I finally had a song that was good enough to take to Nashville, and I got you know, it opened doors. But I really started getting songs taken after NSAI had this thing called the Song Camp. And I went to Song Camp 101 and Song Camp 201. And then my songs started getting taken all the time because I learned a lot in those things. But you know, I had my first meeting in, I'm going to do this song it's another song I recently uncovered. It's an old song. So this song, I was on my way to Nashville and I had this one great song. And one of the things, and I had some new songs to record. So I did this demo recording, and then I got a meeting with this guy, Ralph Murphy, who was the vice president of ASCAP. Everybody in Nashville knew Ralph Murphy. And I got a meeting with him. And I played him my new song that I just recorded, and he's like, yeah, that'll work. And then I made the mistake of playing him these two other songs. And he was ready to end the meeting and send me away. And then I realized I forgot to play my great song for you. And he says, well, you know, I heard 3 songs. And I begged him, and then he let me play him my great song. And then he sent me to 2 publishers. But the 2 songs that I played him that were no good, one of them I had just written on the plane. And the other one I had recorded in the demo session, but both of them were poorly written. But both of them I ended up rewriting, and they ended up opening doors for me. And this one that I'm about to play you, I rewrote it, and I made this home recording, which I just recently found. And I was on a plane ride home from Nashville, and I was sitting next to this old guy, and it turned out he was a big country star from the 1960s. And I told him I was a songwriter, and he said, got any songs for me to listen to? And I played him this, I had a cassette and a cassette player, and he says, I want to record that song. And it just so turned out I had a connection with his record label. I'd been meeting with them. So I got this guy, his name was Jack Smith, and he had a bunch of hits in the 60s, and he wanted to record my song. But unfortunately, the record label ended up going bankrupt, and they never put out another album. But I'm going to do you this song because I like it. This is a rewrite of the song that ruined my meeting and then almost became a big break. Flashing lights and lonely nights, I was far from my hometown, with traffic jams and garbage cans and concrete all around. I left my roots, I left my girl for the city's great unknown. My soul cried out in hunger till I hopped a Greyhound home. Now I've got milk and honey right here on the farm, and I've got warmth and comfort in my sweet baby's arms. I got friends that I can count on and family close at hand. And I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. Got off the bus and there she was, the angel of my life. Her eyes like heaven's bluest skies, and the sunshine in her smile. And all those crowded city streets that cluttered up my mind turned into golden fields of wheat, like water into wine. And I've got milk and honey right here on the farm, and I've got warmth and comfort in my sweet baby's arms. I got friends that I can count on and family close at hand. And I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. We settled down here in God's country. Now I'm blessed with 3 young miracles and the girl who loves me. And I've got milk and honey right here on the farm, and I've got warmth and comfort in my sweet baby's arms. I got friends that I can count on and family close at hand. And I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. I thank the Lord welcome. I remember you, I think. You've been here before, haven't you? I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. Well, you know, I don't know if you heard my story earlier about my first song. I had wanted to write songs for years because I had an older brother who was like a musician in the family, and you know, he was writing songs in high school, and I was always so envious. And one day, I was talking to him on the phone, and he had just written a new song, and I told him, I wish I could write songs. And he said, well, write one then. So I just sat down and I wrote one, and I played it earlier. It came out so good that 50 years later, I was still proud enough of the song to release it as a single. So, you know, just do it. Don't even think about it, just do it. Oh, thank you, Big Bad Wolf, for liking the live. Oh, we got up to 20,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 30,000. Or should I go to 25? I should set an intermediate goal of 25,000. Ah, my nose is itchy. Not supposed to scratch your nose during a live because it'll look like you're picking it. But I got an itch. Sorry, I gotta scratch it. It's just killing me. I always wonder, like, you know, like Taylor Swift or some famous, you know, Beyonce or whoever, they're on stage and they have to, you know, do something like that. They have to go to the bathroom, or they have to, what do they do? I mean, I guess they hide behind a speaker or something and So I'm Seth Hilary Jackson doing original songs, songs I wrote. So, you know, I did that song that ruined the meeting. So I might as well do the other song that ruined the meeting. I had these two songs that ruined my first meeting in Nashville, but I later rewrote, and and I got a publishing deal after. Well, it was sort of a staff writing deal, but it wasn't. It was this guy had started a publishing company, but he didn't want to, you know, he wanted me to be a staff writer without going through the whole legal process of staff writer-ness. So instead of calling me a staff writer, he started what he called a songwriting club. And I was a member. There were two members of his club, and I was one of the two. And the club consisted of, he'd pitch my songs, and he would, you know, but this was his favorite song. This was the one. So this ruined the meeting, my first meeting in Nashville, and then I rewrote it just like that last one. Wait a second. I have to I gotta pull this up in front of me. I gotta have a cheat sheet because I get distracted and I lose my place. But I don't even have the chords written down here, so I have to remember the chords. Babe, you shouldn't call me when I'm working with that silky, sexy voice you use. I won't sit back while you go right on flirting. Just wait till I get my hands on you. Don't tell me about that negligee you're wearing, that one that I can see right through. Payback will be sweet, darling, I swear it. Just wait till I get my hands on you. I tell you, girl, you're really something. You're gonna get what's coming, the kind of love that all your teasing's leading to. Just wait till I get my hands on you. Turn the doors down, put on some music, pour a little wine for two. I'm coming home right now before I lose it. Just wait till I get my hands on you. I tell you, girl, you're really something. I'll see you get what's coming. A kind of love that's worth looking forward to. Just wait till I get my hands on you. I'll stroke your hair and rub your shoulders, get to caressing you all over. I'll hold you close, and then imagine what we'll do. Just wait till I get my hands on you. Wait till I get my hands on you. Wait till I get my hands on you. Thank you so much, Big Bad Wolf, for the follow. Thank you so much. And Young God is here. Wow, I always like having gods at my lives. And don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button, whichever one you have on your platform. And I can't see the chat window on the platforms other than the one whose name sounds like a clock, because this app just put the screen up there. It says I have to connect. One of the platforms is not connecting. The platform starting with a K, it wasn't working. It said I have to reconnect. So I said, well, let me just shut it off so I don't have to reconnect. And then I went live, and it said, put the screen up there again, telling me to connect. But in order for me to connect, I have to go through this verification and authentication, and then I have to interrupt my live on my phone, and so that's not working. And thank you, Rain, for sharing the live, and thank you for the follow. I can't pronounce your name. It looks like a cross emoji, but thank you so much for the follow and for the virtual love and prayers. Thank you so much. I'm Seth Hilary Jackson, doing original songs for all of you. And should you choose to support my live goal, all the contributions or other, there are other ways to contribute, especially on the platform starting with Y. There should be a link in my profile. But these contributions are all going to go towards improving my streams and my music productions. I'm going to get a new webcam. I'm going to get new music production software. I don't know how many more songs I can do because, as some of you know, I have long COVID, which manifests as chronic fatigue. But there's another song that I wrote 30 years ago and I rediscovered, but I feel like there are these two songs that kind of go together because they have almost the same title, and there's a reason they almost have the same title. As I wrote this first one, it was called Another War Story. It was a breakup song. And I really loved part of the song. I loved the idea, I loved the whole chorus, but this was 30 years ago, and I couldn't figure out how to really get it to work, but I convinced myself that I got it to work, and I spent the money recording a demo recording of this song, but it really wasn't working. So I got a chance to write with a successful songwriter who had #1 hits on the charts, which is a really big thing to get to write with somebody like that. I don't know how many people are, country music fans, and if you're familiar with 1990s country, but this guy, his name is Casey Kelly, and he had a hit with George Strait, The Cowboy Rides Away, and his biggest hit was a song called Soon by Tanya Tucker. I think that was even possibly Song of the Year. It was a really big hit. So I got a chance to write with him because he heard a couple of my songs and he liked them enough to invite me to write with him. That's like a huge honor. So I played him this song, Another War Story. And I really wanted him to help me fix it. But instead, he said, maybe, I don't know why, because the chorus of that song is really, I really love that song, but he came up with a whole different thing. And we wrote a song called Old War Stories. And I recently found both recordings, and I fixed Another War Stories. And now I have these two songs with similar titles. And if I have, so I'm going to do Another War Story, the first one. This is the one that gave birth to the other song. And if I have enough energy, I'll play that one too. But I really like to, I've played the other one a few times. I've played Old War Stories a bunch of times, but I've only played Another War Story a couple of times because I just did this. I just fixed it. So I've only played it like once or twice. And I want to share it with you. Oh, wait. Ah. Charged into the fire, so in love, I never could have known it would all blow up. But the hot nights and the fights, the begging you to stay, are just a hard luck tale to tell someday. Another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground. May be hurting, but I'm standing tall. I'm gaining strength through every tear that falls. The struggle is to just give up and let go, and chalk it up as one more chapter closed. Another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground. The wound's gonna mend, I'll dare to love again. Someday I'll find the one that won't end. As another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, the changing of the guard. We're nothing but a memory, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground, another war story from love's great battleground. Thank you so much. Lacey, how are you? Thank you for sharing the live. And hi, Madison, and thank you for liking the live. And Madison, thank you for liking the live. And everybody, don't forget to hit the follow button if you're enjoying my live. So, oh, and Madison, thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the love. And as as I mentioned earlier, all contributions will go towards improving my lives and my music. I'm going to get a new webcam, and then after that, I'm going to get some new music production software. So I'll be able to bring you better streams and better music releases. So that was another war story. Now, as I said, that song gave birth to this song with a similar title. And this one was co-written with that hit writer I mentioned. I should let Casey know. I don't know if he's still around. You know, he was kind of, I guess, older than me. Hopefully he's still around. I haven't talked to him in like 30 years. I wonder if he's still, I should let him know I'm doing our song during my lives. But I really like the song. It's really fun to sing. Both of these songs are fun to sing. It must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face when they walked in the door, and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that our future was all in the past, but now, years later, we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Remember the night we had our big fight. You locked me outside in the yard. It started to rain and I pleaded in vain, but you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true. 'Cause here I am now on this couch holding you, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. You want to surf with me, but I don't surf. I surf the web. But I appreciate that. And thank you so much, person with many emojis, for the follow, and Eagle. Hey, thank you for the like. Let's see, let's get up to 25,000 likes. We're almost at 23,000. Hey, I'm still doing songs. I can't believe it. Usually I'm done doing songs after an hour, but like I went almost an hour and 20 minutes. So I don't know if I should do one more song. I think maybe I should stop. There's another one I really want to do for you, but I'm afraid the fatigue, as you know, if you've been following me, or if you don't know, if you haven't been following me, but I have long COVID. It's a real thing. Yes, long COVID really is a real thing. Oh, Lacey, thank you for liking and sharing. I don't know if you're trying to comment or not, because we know sometimes your comments don't get through, but your emojis get through. Those are ducks. Are those ducks? No, those are chickens. Are the Easter eggs are hatching? Is that what that is? Oh, Secret Society, you're still here. I'm so glad you're still here. Everybody, if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to follow me and share. Well, Tell your friends. I don't know if sharing the live tonight's going to help that much because I'm probably ending it soon. But yeah, share it. Why not? Why not share it? And like it. And let's see if we can get to 20,000, 25,000 likes. We're at 23,000. We only need 2,000 more. And if you can comment and say something nice, please do. And I may pin your comment. So, I don't know how many of you have been watching my videos where I'm telling the story of my music career, which expanded into sort of my life story. I'm skipping over a lot, but I had to get to the point in my life where I started writing songs, and I finally got there. The other day, I posted a video about the first song I ever wrote, which I have played. I played earlier tonight. I played the song. I was a business student. I was at the Wharton School, which, well, we won't say what other there's a person in the world who likes to brag about going there. So I'm going to brag about going there. But I actually got my MBA, whereas this other person was an undergrad, which really, people say, well, he didn't really go to Wharton. And we're talking about the president, which I won't say his name, but a lot of people who don't like him, and I'll just be honest, I don't like him at all. But there are people who say, oh, he didn't really go to Wharton, he just went to Penn undergrad. But actually, Wharton undergrad is Wharton. Actually, people don't realize that Wharton actually started out, the undergrad program came before the MBA program. So Wharton undergrad really is a thing, but I got my MBA there. And so tonight, I was kind of done posting about Wharton because I got up to my first song, which happened towards the end of my time there. But I suddenly remembered the big scandal story that I forgot to tell. So I posted a video tonight. I don't know if anybody's seen my video of my big scandal at Wharton. It's kind of funny. I'm kind of embarrassed because I was guilty. So I don't know if I should tell you the story or make you watch the video. Actually, I posted it tonight on the platform, starting with the platform that sounds like a clock, I should say. I don't want to mention names of platforms because I don't want, I'm on multiple platforms and, the algorithms could be penalizing me if I mention other platform names. But the platform that starts with the letter Y, I see there are people there too. I posted it tonight, but it's scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. That video story will go live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Well, I don't know. Does it? Yeah, I guess it does it in, I don't know if it does it in the individual time zone of the viewer or if it does it all at the same time. But definitely it will be live for Eastern time. So I don't know if that means it goes live for everybody's local time or whatever. This is very complicated to try to explain. So Alan, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. Lissa, hi, how are you? I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I've been doing original songs. I am a songwriter. I have a lot of original songs. I did a brand new one tonight. Maybe I should do the brand new one again. No, but I just, I really have to stop doing songs because of my health. I have long COVID, which is really a thing. I actually have a song about it. Oh, by the way, also, if you like my music, not only follow me, but go to my website. Go to SethHilaryJackson.com. You can actually download my song. You can stream it, of course, and you can download it. You can download my music for free. You have the choice to download it for free. Am I okay? I'm okay, except that, I have this chronic fatigue from long COVID. And I don't want to get what's called post-exertional malaise. So if I keep doing more songs, that takes exertion. I know sitting here and chatting takes some exertion. I'm probably going to have to lie down take a nap soon. It's kind of weird to have to lie down and take a nap at 10:30 in the evening, but but I'll be fine. You know, I really, you know, it's really bad because I don't have the endurance. I have to take a nap every few hours. I can't really go anywhere anymore. But I can go live for you and do my songs. So, you know, I can't play out, but I can live stream. So I'm really glad I have the ability to go live with you all. So somebody whose name I can't read, let's see, Lukaka is asking me to play cover songs. I'm a songwriter. I do original songs. I occasionally do a Grateful Dead cover, but I'm here to do original songs for you. But as I said, I'm kind of done with the songs for tonight. I also tell stories. I chat. I go on and on about stuff. And thank you. Oh, Doris, thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you, Harrison, for the rose. Oh, I'm sorry, Doris sent me 5 roses. Not just 1, but 5 roses. And I really appreciate the love, everybody. And as I mentioned earlier, all contributions, especially if you see, I don't know if we've gotten anywhere to, nobody's contributed to the live goal yet tonight. I don't know if you can see the live goal. I believe I set one, but all contributions I receive are going towards my streaming and my music, because I want to get a new webcam. I know this is kind of crazy to talk about a webcam because I'm streaming from my phone these days on at least this one platform, the one that most of you are on, that sounds like a clock, because the streaming software, the streaming interface isn't working. I can stream, so I have this app. There are 2 apps I can stream from. There are actually 3. I might try streaming from one of the apps next time. But the ones I normally want to stream from, I can do it. I can stream, but I can't read the chat. So I can't see what anybody's saying, and I can't see if anybody's giving, you know, sending gifts or anything. I can't see it. Although apparently if I stay on long enough, sometimes, like I've done this, and I found out that after 15 to 30 minutes, suddenly the chat starts working. But I can also stream on the Live Studio app. The platform that sounds like a clock has their own Live Studio app. App and platform became atform. But they have their own app. But I was told that if I stream on that app, it uses a different algorithm. So if I stream on that app, the people who are being seen, you know, getting my streams on their For You page, it'll, I don't know how many of you will see it. It'll start sending it maybe to different people. Apparently that app is supposedly optimized for gamers. But I have streamed on it before, and I may try it again. I thought if I use that app, then I can't multi-stream. But somebody told me that there actually does appear to be a way that I can stream on that and another app at the same time using something called a virtual camera. Oh, thank you so much. Ask the Ari for the hand hearts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. Really, I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And again, that's going to go towards, we were about 70% of the way towards the new webcam. And I know it's just emojis, but what the heck? I'm going to pin it anyway, because it's virtual love. And so yeah, all the contributions I receive are going to go towards first a new webcam, and then music production software to improve the quality of my streams and my music releases. Of course, my dream in life, besides having a hit song, my dream is to be able to make a living from my music. I know that seems a way off. When I first started live streaming, like last year, it was last May, it seemed like at the rate I was growing, it seemed like that might happen sooner than later, but suddenly, for some reason, I don't know why, the growth slowed down. And it's so weird because, you know, I was getting like 100 new followers each time, and I was getting 10,000 views each time, and then all of a sudden I'm getting like less than 10% of that. And then on Tuesday, so I'd be getting like 300 to 400 views most of the time suddenly, after getting 10 to 15,000. And I don't know why still. And then last Tuesday, I got 33,000 views. Yeah, I know, Lacey. And I don't know, maybe you've been watching me for a while. I don't know if you could tell anything that I'm doing differently. I mean, now I'm streaming my phone, but this started happening before I started streaming on my phone. But on Tuesday I streamed on my phone and I got 33,000 views. Then on Thursday I got 1,000. I was like, let me make sure I got the phone at the same angle. You know, I changed the angle of the phone. And oh, maybe that's it. So the last two streams I'm using, I think, the same phone angle, but I'm not getting 33,000 views. I had 800 people watching it at one time. I don't know why. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a mystery and a miracle. If anybody can shed light on what the difference is, why sometimes I'm getting 10 to 30,000 views, and sometimes I'm getting 3 to 1,000 views. And sometimes I was getting 100 to 200 new followers in each stream, and now I'm getting like 10 to 30. Hey, Monkey Juice. Hey, how come your user ID, your name is a different color from usual? Usually it's green, and today it's blue. But you know, I'm kind of winding down the live. I'm glad you made it. I did a brand new song tonight. I debuted a brand new song. If I had more energy, I would play it again. But you know, I have this, as you know, I have chronic fatigue from long COVID. And anybody who thinks long COVID isn't real is grossly misinformed. It is very real. And thank you, Lid, for liking the live. We're almost at 25,000 likes. Let's make it to 25,000. We just need a few hundred more. We're at over 24,000. So keep tapping your screen. Well, next time. So those of you, you know, I finally did announce a schedule. I hesitated to do this because of the long COVID and the chronic fatigue. You know, I was like really hesitating to commit to a schedule, but I thought, what the heck? I've been making it Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So usually 9 to 10, and then if I can keep going, I go for another maybe anywhere from 10 minutes to a half an hour. You know, if I were to do cover songs, no way I could play that. But I'm a songwriter, and my thing is that I do original songs. But if I couldn't play that if I wanted to, because, you know, I'm more of a songwriter than a guitarist. So I could play guitar enough to write and accompany myself on the songs, but I could not ever in a million years play dueling banjos. But I hope you'll come back and hear some of my original songs. Also, you can hear me on, you know, all the streaming platforms or on my website, SethHilaryJackson.com. My music is there. You can actually download it even for free if you choose to. And so there's a link in my profile. Click the link in my profile. That'll take you to my website. Also, you can join my Discord. And also all my other streaming platforms, including the music streaming platform that starts with S, or the one that is run by the computer company and the phone company. I'm on those, and the links are there. And iHeartRadio. No, I don't think I have my link to iHeartRadio. I don't have that on that page. I don't know if anybody even listens to iHeartRadio. So I don't have that. Maybe I should put my Pandora link. Does anybody listen to Pandora? Pandora Radio? All right, thank you. Well, I'm glad you subbed. I hope you'll come to another live. I know that hopefully my songs will impress you. I know that some people, well, I've had a lot of good feedback on my songs, let's put it that way, from both the music industry and, and listeners. So hopefully you will be impressed. But you can check me out on, Spotify, or go to my website and hear for yourself. But I'd love to see you at my next live, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 Eastern Time. So everybody, I'm so glad you have been here. Maybe I should sign off. And Olivia, did we get to 25,000? Oh no, we're almost at 25,000 likes. We got to get to 25,000 likes. So please keep tapping your screens. Those of you who are watching on your phones, on the platform whose name sounds like a clock. And we'll get to, oh, we did it, 25,000. Now I can hang around until we get to 30,000. The record is like 66,000 likes. Can you believe that? Yeah, I don't know why, like I said, I was getting 10 to 15,000 views every night, and 100 to 200 new followers each time. And now it's like less than 10% of that on the average. And I don't know why. But Tuesday, I set a record. There were 33,000 views on Tuesday rather. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was different. I wish somebody could tell me what was different that attracted 33,000 views on Thursday, and then only 1,000, on Tuesday, and then only 1,000 on Thursday, and probably sounds like, I'm guessing about 1,000 tonight. I'll see the numbers when I end the live. It'll show me how many views I got. And I wish somebody could tell me. Something different? What was the magical thing that was causing so many people to tap on my live last Tuesday and causing them to not tap on Thursday and Sunday? And I wonder if it's just maybe Tuesday now. So next Tuesday night, my experiment will be to try to do the same thing I'm doing. And we'll see how that goes. Then I'm going to try maybe streaming, going back to my desktop. But, I got to do this the scientific way, So Tuesday, I'm going to do the same thing I did, same day of the week. James Taylor, wow, I haven't heard that one. People always tell me I look like Jim Carrey, and then some people tell me I look like Christopher Lloyd. What else have I heard? There were a few others that I hear every once in a while. But I haven't heard James Taylor. If I could sound like James Taylor, that'd be totally awesome. Now, I don't want to sound like James Taylor. I want to sound like myself. I don't want to replicate somebody else. I wish I could sound like the Grateful Dead. I wish I could play guitar like Jerry Garcia or Bob Weir. Actually, Jerry Garcia is the lead guitarist, or was the lead guitarist of the Grateful Dead, and the founder of the band, and the most well-known member. And it took me a long time to realize how great Bob Weir is on the guitar, or was. Oh, he still is. He's still alive. But you know, people listen to the Grateful Dead and they focus in on Jerry Garcia's lead guitar. But now when I listen to the Grateful Dead, I often focus on Bob Weir's rhythm guitar because he's totally amazing on what he did on the rhythm guitar. And of course, the bass player, Phil Lesh, who died recently, sadly. So Jerry and Phil are no longer with us. Bob Weir is still, you know, he did. See, like I said, people say I look like Jim Carrey. You know, I have a song called Dumb and Dumber, which I did earlier, and it was inspired by Jim Carrey's movie. I know, brokenhearted. But Jerry passed away in 1995. It was kind of a shock, although maybe not as much of a shock as it would have been had he not already been showing obvious signs of decline. He was in poor health, and the last 2 years of the Grateful Dead were, you could tell there was something wrong with him. Because sometimes he just, like, what is he doing? He's just like totally lost. So, and then, you know, he was addicted to something that starts with the letter H. I can't say the names of things like that on certain platforms, but you know what I'm talking about. He was addicted, and he finally decided, God, my body's shot. I gotta do, you know, they tried interventions with him and all this stuff, and he went into rehab and he relapsed, and then he finally decided, okay, I really gotta kick this. So he checked into a rehab clinic, and we should all be mad at the clinic, I guess, because they should have had him, they should have been monitored. It was a small clinic. Instead of like the Betty Ford Center, he went to this small clinic called Serenity Knolls, and they put him in a room overnight, and he had a heart attack. You know, he was in withdrawal, I guess. They should have been monitoring him, but he had a heart attack. So he checked into rehab, and that night he had a heart attack, and he died. Thank you so much for the follow, Selena. Oh, those are two more I'd never heard before. So now I've heard James Taylor. I look like Jim Carrey. I look like, I don't know who Rampage Jackson is. Maybe he's my cousin because we have the same last name. And Benedict Cumberbatch. Wow. So as long as I look like a movie star, I'm happy. What I'm hearing is I look like a movie star. That's what I'm hearing. So everybody, I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to be live again, hopefully Thursday. No, today's Sunday, right? Today is Sunday. Happy Easter. I plan to be live, if all goes well, Tuesday at 9 Eastern time, and then again Thursday at 9 Eastern, and then next Sunday at 9 Eastern. And if I can squeeze in a live between then, and I feel like it's not going to, if I do a Saturday night, then it's like 2 nights in a row, and then that might jeopardize my Sunday night live. But you know, if I can, you know, I would go live every day if I could. If my health allowed for it, I would. Oh, is that what he said? Ha. Well, I've heard Phil Lesh actually, I think, said. Did he try it? Was it Phil Lesh or somebody else said, once you try it, it's always there in your mind. You can never get over it. So I haven't tried it, and I'm not going to. And I recommend not trying it. Because I think being addicted is something you don't want to do. Hey, Trendy Whiz. I'm doing okay. How you doing? I'm getting ready to sign off. Wow, I said that like a half an hour. I always do that. I always say, I'm going to wind down my live. Well, I stopped doing songs a half an hour ago because of my chronic fatigue. Yes, long COVID is a real thing. I actually have a song about long COVID. It's called Long Haul, because long COVID is also known as long haul COVID. And sometimes I play that song, but you can hear it on my website or on Spotify. can hear many of my songs on my website or on Spotify. And then there are songs that I don't perform. You know, I used to be a non-performing songwriter, and I would make demo recordings of those songs. And a lot of those are actually on Reverb Nation under just Seth Jackson without my middle name. And those are song demos with hired musicians and singers. So I'm not performing on any of those. But the songs that I've released on my website and Spotify, most of them I played all the instruments and everything. Actually, the recording of Dumb and Dumber, I have studio musicians on that. And my other recent single, Being Me, I hired musicians for that. And the reason for Dumb and Dumber was I found this old recording that I made in the studio. And also Job Search Blues, I found an old recording I made in the studio. So I just recorded over the instrumental. But then when I was working on Being Me, I was having problems with they call it the DAW, the Digital Audio Workstation, which is the recording software. I was having problems with it. So I thought, gee, maybe it'd be fun to just hire somebody. You know, my whole thing is that I'm a DIY person, but I thought, well, why not see what happens if I hire somebody? So I hired somebody to record that song for me. But my latest single, which I did earlier, Got One Thing to Say, that's me, all me. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I've been threatening to end the live, but I am going